Some of the most vivid memories I have throughout my life are the things people have said to me. I can remember negative words that stung bad, some that were even devastating. But I remember the times when someone encouraged me, praised me, or challenged me in a very positive way. I'm very fortunate that I got a lot of that at home from my parents. I heard good things from my leaders at church. I had encouraging friends. When I was in college, my campus minister asked me to do something I had never done before. It was a big risk for me and it scared me to death. I simply did not think I was capable. But I clearly remember him saying, "You can do this. I have confidence in you." Those words made all the difference. See, words are powerful. They can lift us up, they can tear us down. They can literally change the course of our lives. That's why we're responsible for what we say. And one of the most important things we can tell someone is how they can have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Words are necessary. It's great for people to see the way we live, how we're different, but at some point they need to be told why we're different. They cannot experience change or new life if we don't tell them how. Now, I'm not saying we all need to become evangelists who can talk to complete strangers at any time. I mean, that's terrifying for most of us. But we should be sharing with people we know, people we've built relationships with. Here's the deal. If we don't spread the word, people won't hear. They won't know how to relate to God. He has no plan B. It's not someone else's job. It's mine. It's yours. Inviting people to church is a good place to start, but it's a bad place to stop. We need to learn to share the good news about Jesus on our own. I want you to hear a personal story from someone, how they heard about Jesus.
They say in life you start your way at the bottom and you work your way to the top, and in drugs and alcohol you start your way at the top and work your way to the bottom. And I started selling drugs in high school and using drugs, of course. I thought I was the big man, and I had been searching for my identity to try to be something that really I wasn't. And I wanted attention, I wanted money, I wanted nicer things because I grew up in a poor neighborhood, and my mom was a single mother. I grew up without a father, and so I kept on searching for my identity. Over 16 years, I slowly dwindled myself into a place of hopelessness. I tried many different ways to get out. I tried different religions, jails, institutions, prisons, psychiatrists, AA, NA. I tried all these things, but in everything, all I really had was fear. Fear that I could never change and that I could never be anything better than what I was. I ended up becoming the type of person that would steal from you and then help you look for it. My life had gone from making lots of money to sleeping out in my car in a Kroger's parking lot. And I just thought that there was no end to it. I hated who I was so much inside and out each and every single day that I wanted to kill myself, but I just didn't have the guts to do it. Eventually, my mother helped me go to a place called Teen Challenge in Youngstown, Ohio. And the circumstances around that, it was all God. When I first got there, I thought, everything that they're doing is wrong. I couldn't sit there and praise and worship for 30 minutes. I didn't want to learn about God. How could God love me? All the things that I had done, all the hurt that I had done to so many people. How could somebody love me after doing these things? And I started to meet some guys there, and I started to see hope, guys who had gone through the same things that I had. Through that, I started to see hope, and I could start seeing the life that was instilled in them. And I remember sitting with my buddy in our chapel. We'd been listening to Jesus Culture way more than two guys should ever listen to Jesus Culture. And I just remember getting on my knees, and I was just like, God, I want to believe. I want to believe in you right now. And at that moment, tears started to come down my eyes, and I knew right then that I would never be the same. I knew that my life would radically change in that instant. I could feel years of chains, of just things that were attached that I couldn't get over, just broke at that moment. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, it says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old things have passed. Behold, everything is new." through that, now my life has just completely changed. I'm 2 years removed from Teen Challenge, and I was able to come back here. My grandfather was sick and he needed a caregiver and asked me to take care of him. And I got to spend 8 months with him until he passed away in March, and we just really got to just build our relationship. And through that I found Grace Christian Church, which really changed my life. I came here and I never forget hearing Pastor Gary Brown speak the first Wednesday night I came here, and it just changed me. You know, I could see the joy and the happiness